What up, squad, and welcome back to the Arkansas A&M Black Bears Dynasty in College Football 25. We have reached our bye week. Our Black Bears sitting at 3-2 on the season, and they all have been sweat fest except for two games. First game we beat Louisiana Tech, and in the second game we got blown out of the water. We'll take a look at all the season stats today. We'll also take a look at recruiting. We'll take a look at conference standings, and we'll get ready for the next week's game. All right, let's start off with the season stats. Ross Bailey has come in and been our starting quarterback for the past 2 weeks, and I think he's kind of solidified himself as that guy. He's thrown for 1,295 yards, 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Again, we're more of a dink and dunk kind of offense. The worst part is that our offensive line is just trash. I would love to drive the ball down the field. I would love to throw the deep ball, all that stuff, but there's just no way right now because our offensive line is not blocking. That's why Joe Bowers, who overall is a better quarterback, that's why he's on the bench right now. He's not able to get the ball out for us. He's not able to move the ball as fast as we would like to. 557, 4 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He wasn't that guy for us. Bailey has stepped in. He's really stepped up, including that come from behind loss to Kennesaw State, where he was just a major player for us. The ground game has been a little bit better past couple weeks. Jet having a solid start, man. 90 carries, 336 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's averaged about 67 yards per game. I would love to get him up to somewhere around like 75, 80 yards, but we're facing defenses who are stacking the box. And again, our offensive line is not good. They're not opening up run lanes for him. He's having to kind of like power his way to get yards, and he's not that kind of running back. He's more of a receiving back. As you can see, he's 6 foot 175. So we have to rely heavy on Chris Summers moving forward, I think, because he's the bigger back at 6'1", 220. He's got 40 carries, 143 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's our short yardage back usually, but I think he's got to start having a bigger role in his offense. Same with Akeem Bell. He's got 14 carries, 47 yards, and a touchdown. I would love to get these 3 going. I think these 3 are going to be key for our offense moving forward. But I am also looking for a mobile quarterback, and I think we found one in our recruiting class because both of these guys have been awful. To the receiving room we go. Rashad English II leads this team with 47 grabs, 537, and 7 touchdowns. He's averaging 107 yards per game. Then you've got Douglas Saxon, 32 grabs, 256, and 2 touchdowns. Keelan Rounds, he's having a solid year too. 32 grabs, 5'10", 102 yards per game, and 4 touchdowns. Trombley, he's got 22 catches, 293, and a touchdown. Rolling out of the backfield, 16 for 198. Worthington has 3 for 18. Montgomery, 2 for 32, and then Bell, 2 for 8. This offense, again, we're a dink and dunk offense, so we're relying a lot on screens, mesh routes, bubble screens, jet passes, stuff like that, just to get our guys moving around, getting them into space, because what's happening is if we go for a deep route, there's always somebody in our quarterback's face. So it's just easier to dink and dunk, find some open space for our guys to create, and allow them to be the playmakers that they are. And as I mentioned with the offensive line, it says they've given up 7 sacks, but I feel like they don't show like the pressures, right? Tucker's given up the most with 4. You got Settle with 2. Chandler has 1. But I feel like, and the tape will show, man, there's always somebody in our quarterback's face as soon as he drops back. That's why those bubble screens and those mesh routes are so important to get the ball out quick. To the defense side of the ball we go. Big play, Bryce Todman leads the team with 42 tackles. You got Kareem Culliver, who's second on the team with 39 tackles. Hopes has 38 tackles at strong safety, and then Harvey has 33 tackles at quarter. So our top 4 tacklers are in the secondary. Defensive end, Jalen Means has 27 tackles. Free safety, Odoms has 25. You got Kedrick Jones III. He's got 25 tackles. Mixon with 25. Wyndham with 24. You got Henry and Thomas each with 13. Montrose with 11. Gentry and Dobbins each with 10. Take a look at the QB sack department. Means leads the way, 5.5 sacks. He's doing a great job bringing the pressure for us because, honestly, it's not coming from anywhere else. Wyndham has 2 sacks, Hopes with 1, Henry has 1, Dobbins has 1, and then Montrose a half a sack. Turnover department, big play, Bryce Todman, 3 interceptions. You got KJ 3. He's got 3 as well. Harvey with 2. Both of them came in the last game. Odom's with 1, and so does Mixon Jr. Jalen Means has 2. Wyndham with 2, and then Culliver has 1. Fumble recoveries, we've recovered 3 of them. Defensive touchdowns, big play has 2. You got Kendrick, Justin, and Brent Harvey each with 1. Anthony Alston at kicker, he's 4 for 4 so far in the season with a log of 45, and he's 15 to 17 on extra points, doing a great job kicking for us. Punting, we've only punted the ball 4 times. I feel like we need to start punting a little bit more. Where I'm a very go for it on 4th down type of guy. If it's 4th and a long, we got to punt it. 4th and short, I'm like, we can get this. Return wise, Harvey 17 returns for 311. Folk has 8 for 159. And then Harvey with punt return 6 for 45. So the stats, not too bad. Like I mentioned before, man, I think we got to start running the ball a little bit more because it's going to help our passing game out in the long run. We are switching up the playbook. I was using Ohio State's playbook before. Now we're going to switch over to Arizona's playbook. Check that out. See how that goes. Taking a look at the Conference USA standings right now. La Tech 4-0 on the season, 2-0 in conference, and they're dominating, man. 145 points they've gotten against 78. Then you got Liberty 4-1 on the season. They're also 2-0 in conference. FIU is 3-1. Their 1 loss came in conference. We're sitting in 4th place in Conference USA. 3-2 on the season. All 5 games actually have been in conference play. But our point differential is awful. 186 points for us, giving up 199 points. Kennesaw State 2-2 on the season. Middle Tennessee State 2-2. Jacksonville State 2-2. Sam Houston is 2-3. UTEP is 1-3. Western Kentucky is 1-3, and then New Mexico State 0-5 on the season. So as we take a look at our schedule, we beat Western Kentucky in impressive fashion, and they got blown out the water by La Tech. And then the last 3 games have just been close games. We should be on a 3-game win streak, if we're being honest. Kennesaw State won by a field goal. We beat UTEP because they missed a field goal, and then we handled business against Sam Houston State. We're on our bye week right now, and here's the rest of our schedule. We come back and hit the road, headed out to Troy, Alabama to take on the Trojans. So then we come back home for homecoming to take on Jacksonville State, and then we're back out on the road. 3 games on the road. We've got Coastal Carolina, A-State, which is a rivalry game, FIU, Liberty, and then we close out the season against the Razorbacks. So tough sledding ahead, man. Honestly, I think if we could win against Troy, J-State, South Carolina, and Arkansas State, if we can win these games right here in the middle as we come back, this Liberty game is going to be up for grabs. This one conference is going to be up. But it's easier said than done, especially with the team and how they've been playing. All right, let's take a look at the top 25 right now. This is actually the first time I'm looking at this. Bama is your number 1 team right now. Ohio State right behind them at 2. NC State in at number 3. Penn State is 4. You've got Florida State in at 5. Tennessee is 6. Notre Dame in at 7. K-State is in at 8. Georgia falls 8 spots to 9 after losing to Alabama 44-13. Yikes. Ole Miss rounds out your top 10. Then you got Clemson in at 11. The team up north, 2-2 on the season. You love to see it. Wisconsin 3-0, sitting at 13. Arizona is 14. OK State falls 5 spots to 15. The U, Miami, climbing the charts, up 3 spots to 16 this week. Iowa is in at 17. You got Nebraska in at 18. Oklahoma down 8 spots to 19. USC is down 7 spots to 20. The Wildcats of Northwestern up 3 spots to 21. Texas free falling, down 13 spots to 22. They're 3-2 on the season. LSU, Auburn, and Florida round out the top 25. So let's hit this recruiting trail. We've got some really good prospects on our board right now. The number 1 guy that we're going after is Dante Abraham, a 6'1", 175 wide receiver from North Little Rock, Arkansas. He's a JUCO transfer, and this kid is going to be something special. He is a flyer. 96 speed, 96 acceleration. He's got 91 agility. The route running, not that great. Catching is solid, 72 catching. We can make that work. But, man, if we are able to land him, I think that changes the whole dynamic of our offense. We need a little bit more speed. We need a lot, and not a little bit more. We need a lot more speed. And as you can see, we're setting everything. All right. He's scheduled to come visit against Jacksonville State. Honestly, we don't have too many top tier opponents left on our schedule. Arkansas State, Arkansas at the end of the season. But right now we just want to get him in and get him committed. I mentioned before I was looking for a quarterback. And I like this kid, man. Shaq Ryder is his name. 85 throw power, 83 short, 83 medium. His deep isn't that great. 68 deep accuracy, 73 speed. I think with a lot of grooming, he could be the next good quarterback here at A&M. We have Jimmy G, because I have no clue how to say his name. He's an athlete with 83 speed, 87 acceleration, 83 agility. His tendency is elusive back. With 76 juke. We'll see what he turns out to be once he gets on campus. But again, we're just looking for more bodies, looking for depth at positions. Then we have athlete Jamie Coffey from Georgia. He's one of our pipeline players. 85 speed, 89 acceleration, 85 agility. He's got 80 change of direction at 6'2", 203. He's also an elusive back. We've been screaming that we need more offensive line help. I think we can find it in this guy, man. This is Melvin Speed from Maumelle, Arkansas. I got that right. 92 strength. He's got 67 run block, 67 pass block, more of a project offensive lineman, but coming in with 92 strength, that's a good look. We've got Lee Edabali. He's another athlete. He's agile, so meaning I think he is offensive lineman, defensive lineman. He's got 75 lead block, 82 impact block, 70 pass block, 64 run block, 79 speed. I'm interested to see what he looks like as a defensive lineman. He's 6'3", 290 from Springdale, Arkansas. 3-star prospect. Kiki Gooden from North Little Rock as well. It says he's a bust, but I think he's going to be a solid player, man. 80 power moves, 79 strength, 72 block shed with 81 hit power at 6'5", 290 at defensive tackle. If he's a bust, we'll still take him because we need a big body. Then there's Jared Stribling from Ramsey, New Jersey. Shout out to Jersey in the building. 79 tackle, 78 finesse move. We're number one on his list as well with 76 hit power, 74 hit power, 76 speed. Another player that we're excited about is Darian Branham, outside linebacker from Virginia Beach, Virginia. He's 6'1", 224. 88 speed, 88 acceleration. He's got 80 pursuit, 76 tackle with 74 change of direction. Could be coming in and be an automatic starter next season. And then we've got Frederick Merritt at corner from New Jersey as well. 87 speed, 86 acceleration. More of a zone cover, 73 zone, 66 man. And then TJ Cole, 85 overall speed corner with 86 acceleration. 91 change of direction is really good. He's got 64 zone coverage and 69 man. At free safety, we've got Cordell Bienemy. He's 6'2", 192 from Delaware, 85 speed, 90 acceleration, 82 change of direction, 67 zone with 74 man. At 6'2", 192, that's pretty solid. Deshaun Turnbull, 3-star prospect at free safety, 88 speed, 84 agility. He's got 67 zone with 73 man and 91 acceleration, 85 change of direction. At strong safety, Dion Riggins from Georgia. He's a JUCO sophomore as well. 88 speed, 85 acceleration, 89 agility, 65 tackle, 69 zone, and he's got 83 jumping. All these guys, dude, if you're paying attention to this, we're number one on everybody's board except for Lemieux. Well, we'll talk about him in a second. Another safety of Ricky Crumpler, 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 67 zone, 81 jumping, 61 tackle. We do need a punter for next year. This is Mitch Aurora. I'm not scouting him because he's a punter, but we are number one on his list, which was great because we're going to need a punter after next year. And then Nick Lemieux, right tackle from Vermont. We're trailing behind Boston College as of right now. He's got 82 block finesse, He has 77 strength, 78 pass block, but he only has 59 run block. So I'm thinking we could put him at like a left tackle, and he could be a really strong left tackle for us. Mario Lemieux's son should not be playing football, though, even though he's 6'6", 316. That's a hockey player right there, man. But as you can see, man, we are number one on everybody's list except for Lemieux, which is a great feeling, man. If we could land everybody here, I think we'll have a really good recruiting class going into next season. I can see about 3 or 4 players make an impact going into next season for sure. I'm just excited to see where this team ends up after recruiting is done. So we put a bow on the bye week and get back to work as we head out on the road to take on the Troy Trojans. 3-2 on the season, 1-1 inside of conference play. This should probably be another tough matchup for us. We got to come and pack our lunch pails because this is going to be a dog fight, man. If you've been watching all the games you've seen, they've been all sweaty. I think this will be another one, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell, join the Noti Squad, and hit all those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG, and come through and join the Discord fam. And we'll talk from Troy, Alabama as we get ready to take on the Trojans. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.